Alright. Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what we're working out. So we're still setting up this stuff. Hold on, let's look around like this. So, okay. Alright, yeah, we still don't have the outputs for that set up. Okay, so but this is going up, this is going up. You can put that there, that's fine. And then right there as well. Okay. We'll get that started. I kind of want a screenshot of this. Okay. Let's hope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have to really hold down my Alt key now to make sure it's pressed, which is causing some problems. Alright. So that's flowing. Alright, so we still have to set up this stuff. Alright. Thinking of how I can get this to work the best for me. So far we've got red-green set up. We're still setting up for blue, it looks like, and we got the stuff set up for engines. Almost. Right, this is why we went off on a little side tangent. I need the molten iron. Okay, so I need to at least get molten iron set up. So you know, I have an idea. Let's put you. No, actually. How far out is that? 4? It's at least that far, it looks like. Right there. There. Yes, okay, there we go. Perfect. And then right here. Okay. So I am considering something here. Hold on. So this, let's take a look at this. This should fit on 3 belts. Yeah, 3 belts. And this one requires 2 belts, technically. Okay. Hold on. So about half of these are going to end up on this. Half of these are going to end up on this. So 9 plus. Okay, so 9. So that's going to be 27. Okay. Ugh. Okay, but if I put half of this on 6, 18. Oh my goodness. Maths. This might not be the best arrangement for this, so what does 18 plus 12 work out to? Let's consider this. 30. I'm willing to cut the line there. So if I just have this output on the bottom side, hold on, this will actually have to do something like this. Hold on. And we will need bulk because of 9. Let's grab that. Okay, and then from here, what we want to do is go here, and then here. Okay. And that will... hopefully that works. Okay. Now we need power. Oh, well, no, that's fine. Okay. Oh, it doesn't quite reach all the way. Oh, it's on the inside. Okay. Okay. Now what we need to do is get lava in. Okay, and metal out. So the metal out is easy enough. Grab you. Oh, nope. Okay. And then for copper. Copper is the upper one. So that's easy enough. Okay. So for this one, stop running around on foot. I can do this from here. Okay. Now we just need to connect this to what do you mean? Oh, calcite. Calcite is low enough. Yeah, okay. So calcite is a low enough quantity to where I can grab it from here. Okay. Again. Ooh, okay, on this side there's enough room to where I don't have to worry about it. Over here is where the tricky stuff is because of... Oh no, there's a spot right there. There's no spot anywhere on this one. Okay. So we'll stick to long arms on this one. So, you... Eat. Of course, right. Ah. What if I just... Okay, hold on. We'll think about that in a moment. So this side pretty easily goes here, 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 and here. And I think I saw that it didn't have power. Okay. So... Oh no, I don't have any on me either. Yes, you can take all the excess from me. Okay. I mean, I could adjust this in a way so that this pipe is one further out. I'm gonna have the same issue on this side as well, so... Okay, so what I could do over here on this side is just... This. Ooh, wrong one. This one. And just do that. I've got to do a similar thing over here. Why? Whatever. know, I could have done that. So this one fits right here, and this one right here. Okay. Hold on. Again, I keep forgetting I should just do what I can from the map view. And then on this side, ooh. Okay, so here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So that is. Why is there suddenly? Alright, that would be why. Okay, is there any other issues like that over here? That one would be an issue. That one would be an issue. That one won't be an issue. There's no issues like that over here. Great. Okay. Let's go clean this up real quick. There we go. Alright. So now we have a nice full pipe that's going exactly where it wants to. Okay. Now, over here, since I'm nearby, you needed you. You need molten iron. Okay, got it. I see a possibility. I know that's... Hold on. You might have to do something weird here, but I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. You, let's go right about here, and then here. Here, here. Excellent. Okay. Oh, there we go. You, go there. Means you're going to start producing. You need the copper. Okay. Jeez, I gotta bring in copper somewhere now. Might be easiest to bring copper in along here. Okay. Excellent. Now we have the metal science going. Okay. We can send you forward. And then you'll go there, there, there. Okay. Okay, perfect. Leave those ones there. Okay. Now we just let that fill in because that is going to produce rate. Okay. Now I don't have everything set up, but I think my first priority is the glyph explosives. Yeah, so blue and white. Okay. And then What uses... Hold on. What uses my orange sign? So I can... There we go. So I also want that. I want the coal liquefaction. So what does this exactly do? So this takes a metal. Okay, and reprocesses it, so I get 40% chance of getting metal back. So 80% chance of getting one of them back. 20% chance of losing them. Okay, so I'm guessing this is for turning one into another. Okay, so I don't need that right away. Low density productivity would be nice to have. Yeah, because I'm gonna, well, that is gonna, well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's go with at least one of them. And then after that, I really do want the artillery. So we want you. Then we want to get artillery set up. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Ooh, wrong one. There we go. So I need that to go to Aquilo eventually. Oh yeah. We want to work on getting to this. So we want logistics 3. And the turbo transport belt. Okay. So let's continue to get, well, that's working, all of this stuff up and running. Okay. So you needed, excellent. Haven't hooked you up yet. Okay, there goes that. Okay, so for should I turn you and have you come up this way? Hold on, first and foremost, we have calcite up here now, so do I need calcite for anything up here? Yes. I need the calcite, the coal, and the sulfur for this portion. Okay. Actually, we'll go down here. And we'll bring that up to here. Okay. Now, since we're making this, all we have to do is make the sulfur and red chip, so we don't need, I think this is all for this. Correct? I believe so. In that case, I might want you there. That might be what I want. get an idea, and that's going to be pipes over here. And then we create sulfur and we use that to make this stuff. You are going to make my stone. Oh, I need some coal way up here. Okay. Ammo is... Yep, okay, so I'm going to need some coal way up there. We also have my intent to send the science back down this way. So let's grab you. Move you over here. We are going to do... this. Okay. Now, let's get... Well, that just crashed. Okay, hold on a second. That crashed rather suddenly there. Okay, so why did that accumulator barely lasted? So I need way more accumulators for backup. The steam turbine suddenly crashed. Why? Am I just not producing enough sulfuric acid? Because there was plenty of power, so what happened? This demands 720 megawatts. It's already too gone for that. There was a sudden spike here, so sudden spike in the foundry usage, okay. 107 megawatts. 120. And it suddenly crashed. Apparently it crashed a while ago as well there. And then went back up. Is that when I took down one set? Okay. Well, first of all, I need some power. So... a solar panel. Down there in the center. Okay. Take that off. Alright. Give me all of you. Where did all this carbon come from? We'll have to figure that out later. No, I said... Oh my god. Stop that. Come back here. Where are you going? Come back here. Give me those solar panels. Okay. Is that all my solar panels? Yes, okay. Now, I just need to... I could set up a bunch here temporarily. That might be fine. Let's just slap a bunch down. This isn't going to be enough. My bots still work. Is that all I have? Okay. Okay, how much power does that give me? $296. Don't I have more than that? Oh, there's some that's just not connected in the center. Okay. Okay. .2 megawatts. We can get up to 10 megawatts. Okay. We have a demand of 700 megawatts. Okay. All of this. $184 megawatts. Okay, so let's make a nice, big, beefy. Hold on. Oh, we'll add that in a moment. So we want to neutralize steam. Calcite and sulfuric acid. Okay. And we want do it right here. I think we want, I don't have a lot of those left, but we want our power production to not use that much. So we want this. Okay. So that's going to produce 4,000 steam. Okay. Do you have a max connection? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's the case. I want you to connect, not to that one because that's got a connection elsewhere, but to that. Okay, and then we need you to bring in right there. Okay. And then what we want is we want this. Take the requested. Bring me a stack of those. Okay, so we need a lot of those. Okay, so there it is. Yes, yes, yes. I don't have enough ingredients. That consumes 60 steam. This is going to produce 4,000. That's 67 approximately. Okay. That's going to be a lot of mega. That's going to be a lot. Okay, so let's just see what we can do. If we do this. Okay. And then what we need is okay, so what we need is this here. Okay, hold on. Stand over here so I'm not in the way, first of all. We don't need that. Let's put that there. So that covers those three. Those will cover those three. Right there. That's 6. No, not what I want. So I want to go here, here, here. You know what? It fits, so you get in there. Come on. I need you to get started. Okay, so how do I jump start this? Oh, there it goes. It's very, very slow. I could enable disable that. Interesting. Steam. What I'm also going to do is I don't see any on me at the moment. Just in case. I just need to do its first kickstart. It's getting there, okay. Right, every time the drones try to do something. Do I need to disable or disconnect something temporarily? What's all trying to kick on? So I think the most expensive thing is, here it goes again, the roboports, the foundries. As soon as this does one complete cycle. There we go. Okay, we're currently producing 319. That's not enough for this planet. But hopefully that gets some of this stuff going. Now, next question. I don't appear to be making... I don't have turbines anywhere, it looks like. Okay, we are making turbines over here. Those need a lot of pipe. Okay, now we also need solar panels. We are not making solar panels. Okay. Okay. So we are going to make solar panels. We're going to make solar panels right here. That is within power grid. Yep. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Hold on, we're actually going to take this. Oh, yeah, we're going to take this. Okay, hopefully that covers all of them. You don't have to bring any more to me. Okay. But this might not be enough. That's oh, actually that's 78. Okay. I think that's enough. Where did I put that calculator? 66 and 2/3. Alright, perfect, that's enough. So each of those are going to produce power output 5.8 megawatts. Yep. So take that. $382 megawatts, but I think I needed way more than that, didn't I? Alright. Where was the max spike? 110 there. Well, either way, we also need a bunch of accumulators. And I know just a spot to stick a bunch of them. also have room over here to stick a bunch. Alright, let's see how that works out for me. But that just didn't last for very long at all. Woefully inadequate. Okay, we'll let that do its thing now. Hopefully we have enough. How's this one down here looking? This one is also... My two grids are connected, right? Yes, right through here. The load-bearing wire. Okay. Okay. So engines are doing its thing. Okay, so we need calcite here. Sulfuric acid. Oh, hold on. I still need to get calcite there. Okay. Oh, and I also am going to need coal. Okay. So there's calcite, and we also need the coal. Uh, okay, so we need... Oh. Okay. It's a bit trickier. Bit trickier. Okay. Maybe I bring it up from the center line here and then I can move it over. Yeah, that might be worthwhile. Okay. So let's grab that and go right here. Okay, so let's send copper up first. Spiked so much. I wonder if... Hold on a second. There was something that I could do for that, isn't there? power consumption rate in the GUI. Disabled by default because it isn't used very often. So if I just go to here and I do this, here we go. Now we're talking. Alright, so we are potentially, if this is accurate, 100 megawatts below demand. Okay. Peak demand. So I want, hold on, go back in here because I don't want to see that all the time. So if I look at my power, 116 megajoules. Way more accumulators. That's the answer. Way more accumulators. I have solar panels. I have. Am I building accumulators? No. Well, that would be step one of solving this problem. Batteries and plates. I am making batteries. Plates should be somewhere in the system. Okay. So we need... Okay, so I need... Okay, interesting, interesting. Steel is next. From here to here to here to here. Now, how much stone do I actually need? So ultimately, I'm going to... Alright, for here, stone. Okay, so it's going to be based on walls. So walls is 1.5 a second. Walls. I have one machine. 7.5. That's a full belt, I think. Maybe. Well, but that does remind me. All of these need to start coming through, so... Right, because you're just not outputting anything right now. Yeah, molten iron is full. Oh, that's already fully backed up. That's fully backed up. Okay. However, you go from here There. Ooh. A little harsh on the eyes, that one. Let's go again. And again. Make sure there's no issues along the way. Alright. And then we throw you away somehow. Looks like 3 or 4 can handle it. Okay. Oh, there's a worm coming up. Looks like this might be a decent spot. Oh, that's... Okay, I think that's right. Okay. I think I'm still use that same criteria. Okay. Should I just go very simple here and just bring it up? One, two, three. So here, here, here. All right. How's this looking? How? Yep, and then you'll just come on through here. Oh, alright, there's stuff going on over here still somewhere. Because you're still filling this whole thing up. That's fine. We'll do that. Okay, so what we need to do is make the sulfur first, which requires this process. Am I making oil refineries? No, it doesn't look like it. But I should have some, shouldn't I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Ah. Alright, go over there for a moment. You, the coal. Hold on a second. So, okay, ultimately I need to get the heavy oil out of here. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Sulfuric acid. This produces everything I need, right? This is... Yes, this ultimately ends up in sulfur, which is what I want. Okay. So what I need from you is turn you slightly. Have you go up to here. Have you taken coal? Calcite, coal, sulfite, calcite, coal, sulfite. Okay. You need the steam. Okay. You turn steam into water. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So now we have water. Now we need to make petroleum. Okay, so what we need to do is this one. Now here. Because we want you to come here, here, and here. That would be too close, but right there would work. Okay. So if we go there, we can do this. Okay. And then this. And then, hold on a second. This way. This way. Okay, so you also need calcite. Okay, hold on a second. Calcite's coming up through here. I need calcite to come from here. Hold on, the last one that's coming through here is, let's put that down, so it's coming from somewhere over there. Honestly, hold on a second. Let's cut all of that. How far can you go? That's the farthest you can go. Okay. So if I did that there, did that there, that's calcite. Okay. So then we have okay. A little messy, just a little bit messy. We'll just let that load through. Oh, I could actually just turn this earlier. We'll consider that in a moment. But right now, yeah, that's the thing. Okay. But ultimately, you're going to put out sulfur. Yep. Okay. So that will ultimately put out sulfur. That is the goal, that's what it should do. Let's start going there. There and there. 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 Okay, so that should lead to sulfur. Yep, and there we go. We have our sulfur. Okay. This might not be the exact spot this goes in anymore. So let's clear that out. So we have 18. Okay. Okay. So I can get blue started. Do I need... I'll need white. So we don't have to get that started right away. So we have one of these. Is that really all of the red ammo I'm gonna need? Yes, it is. Okay. So let's start with the wall production. Because that will be stone. Okay, and then we'll cut all of this out for a moment. Throw you over to there. Okay. And since stone is along this line, bring stone up this way, all the way up to here. How much stone am I gonna need? Okay. Produces 8 bricks a second. Nice, okay. We have a slight surplus. Okay. So we are going to need how fast does one of these produce? 1 brick a second? Okay. Wait. Okay. Yes, you're fast enough. There and there. Well, that produces exactly enough, so let's not worry about that. Ooh, wrong way. Okay. You, however, will have a slight surplus, so... Here at the end. Well, actually, any surplus. Just start well, that's not at the end. Okay. So that will be... Okay. Now, I think I will clean this up a little bit. Actually, I could continue coal from up here because I changed how that's going to work. Okay, so yeah. We'll get rid of all that. We'll get rid of that, that, and that. Okay, now let's see. I feel like I've done this before. Oh, I probably have. Oh, let's see. Where did I put? So we're just ripping ammo from all the way over here. This build right here. Okay, let's copy this portion right. Well, let's copy from the center. From here to here, roughly. Yeah? Okay. Let's do that real quick and see how that works. Okay. So that's going to be red ammo out. This is probably copper in. One of these is steel in. Copper and steel, probably. Copper and steel. Okay. I also need all of you. Okay. Well, we don't need that one anymore. We can replace that with that. Cut our power here. Cut here. And we don't need this for that, so we can cut it right there. Okay. And then we just need a little bit more power. Right about there is good enough. Okay. And then we need, that's what, 8? Okay. What do you need the most? Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, okay, that's working now. Perfect. Okay. How's power? Now we're starting. There we go. 665 maximum. Okay, we're getting up there. What is it? Solar panels? Okay. Steam turbines. Accumulators are up to 590 megajoules. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So we got that loaded in. Okay. Okay, so we got that going. Okay, so next up is all of this. And then this pile of nightmares. First off, probably do space science next so I can get the cliff explosives. Make this easier. Yeah, okay, so we were gonna take this one and turn it into science production. So, how is the power here? You've only been providing about 365. Ooh, there is a moment where you spiked quite a bit there. But I will risk it and cut the nuclear system. Okay. Don't need that anymore either. So all of that can go. And we will drop you to the ground, you to the ground, you to the ground, you to the ground. And you to the ground. You can drop you down. Okay, now we need carbon, ice, and iron plates. Okay. So we need at least 6. I think that's right. Yeah, 6 produces the target rate. Okay. Then I have enough of here? I do. down here. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna want so what we want is let's copy that. Target full. Okay, hold on. I think I forgot a key thing. Where are you connected? Okay. Now does it have? Yes, now it has all my limitations here. Okay. Now we can just stick you there and there. But we want 6 of these. Hold on. Let's just copy this portion because I'm not using circuit controls on this section. Let's go right here. I don't have lights, so we'll cut those. Before I connect this, I'm curious about something, because this isn't limited on anything. Except for it just backs up eventually. Because these aren't going to take in anymore. Is that a potential problem? But it's also not free flowing, which might be a potential issue. I could fix that by... Okay. Let's hook it up and see how it goes. Go down here. We want space out. Let's go with 2,000. Stack size is that's 10 stacks. Yeah. Wonder if that changes the one over on novice as well. Where did I put you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think I want you to... Let's look at the Bacchus real quick. How's that doing? So I don't think I want this to run. Okay. I only want you to enable disable if space science is less than no, that's the wrong side. This side. Space science is less than 2,000. Well, no, less than 1,000. Well, no, 2,000. Yeah, we'll go with 10 stacks. So, and then... oh, wait. I think we want... I think there's something I want to do. I don't want this to grab. I want you to enable disable only if... where is it? Space science. Is less than, oh, I don't know, 20? Okay, so all of those are on the right track, but where is my carbon? Do we not throw carbon in here? Let's see, carbon. Okay, we need one of you to start grabbing carbons. And then have one of you filter out carbon. Okay. We're going to have you filter for carbon if there's more than a stack. Of carbon. And we are going to have you grab carbon and carbon. Okay. So that should help with that. And these only grab if science on the belt is less than 20. Just to make sure that's flowing. Okay, and how is this doing? Yep, we're having the issue here. Novice has its full. Okay, however, this does not flow correctly. So we want... okay, so here's what I'm going to do. That's going to be a problem eventually over here as well. We're going to do the same thing over here. So there's currently 30, so it's bogged up at the moment. Okay, and then one more thing we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Okay, so you'll request your nonsense here eventually. Bacchus, we can get rid of some stuff here, like the engines. We don't need the engines anymore because you're not going to go anywhere. So, engines. go away. We don't need fuel reserves anymore. You're not going anywhere from this point. You and you. You can go away. Okay. All of this fuel. We don't need water for anything else on this station anymore, do we? So we can get rid of that. Was that really trying to grab a pipe? Anyways, that there. Okay. Now we can... Well, you got enough space still for everything? Okay. Okay. Now, let's see. Yes, we have... Okay, that's not what I wanted. You're right. You're not right. Why are you... Okay. Wait, no, that's still not right. Because white should only be on one side. Okay. Okay, now we're good. Oh, hold on. You can take all of this stuff I don't need on me. Okay. Okay. That should be all the colors it needs right now to do cliff explosives. Oh, right. I keep forgetting that I got this nonsense going on over here. So you go in, you go in, you go in, you go in. Alright, there we go. Pretty slow rate. Let's see how my new Bacchus situation is going. So, we are low. No, we're getting pretty good. These are just, they're all working. Yep, they're all working. Yep. So it's just gonna take time. Now, at this point, I could really clean this up if I wanted to. Yeah, we can drop some stuff I definitely don't need. No, we'll leave this stuff up here just in case I need to modify you back. But how is power? 5 megawatts. Oh, accumulator has slight dip there. Okay. Oh, we have some space. We have some of them. So we can do this. Just to clean up some space. Just to cover the rear of the ship here a little better. Oh yeah. Well, this is smooth. We have some spiking. We do have some spiking there. But it looks like everything's able to handle it. Yeah, it's definitely the laser turrets. I wonder if I should tell these front ones to ignore it. Let's have you ignore your list to have you to ignore. Yep. Okay. It's not very fast, but we've got some stability now in terms of research. That's good. And it is backing up slightly. Yep, it does appear to be backing up. Okay. Let's make sure I get this lined up correctly. Okay, so flip. There's no real reason for me to have this stuff wait in the future. Let's take care of it now. We'll leave those two there. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna go start getting ready for lunch. Yep. Been about 2 hours. Alright, thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next session. Bye-bye.